everybody, and welcome back into Scotiabank Arena from downtown Toronto, Ontario. The Toronto Maple Leafs and the Boston Bruins, round 3, game 3. Toronto time to take the stranglehold on this series. 2-0 series lead, winning the first 2 games in Boston 3-2 and 5-3. The first game was a comeback. Second game they held on. It's knocked in and knocked down by Marchand, and here come the Bruins inside. An early 1-0 lead last game by Boston, scoring on their first shot of the game in the last contest between these two. Boston bringing it in on the left. DeBrusque to Bergeron, and a save early by Samsonov. Brody up for Matthews. Red line and plays this into the Boston corner. And bounces around to the far side. The Leafs happy to be back home for the next 2 games. And the Bruins bring it ahead. Left side and in to the net, looking for a lane. He'll spin back, and now center a shot and a save. That was Samsonov getting the blocker on it. Marner knocks it back into the Boston zone. Around it goes for Kerfoot. Kerfoot in front. Matthews. It was loose at the side of the goal. And the Bruins get it back first. And out to center ice. Leafs are looking for a rebound in the paint. None for the taking. Bruins get it ahead. Bergeron from the left. Drop pass to the right. Marchand and a save. Samsonov getting a glove on that. Already 6 gone here inside this first period. It's fired around for Nylander. Moves in and shoots. Kicked away loose. It came, and Tavares did not get the rebound. It wasn't there for the taking. Bruins inside. A left and a shot and a save by Samsonov. Nice tilt there by the Bruins. Good luck. And now icing called against the Leafs. Well, we are almost halfway through this first period. So here's the draw. And brought ahead. And a shot stopped by Samsonov. He'll gobble that up and cover for a face-off. It's ready again. The face-off will come here to the right side of the Maple Leaf net. Bruins and Leafs, game 3 from Scotiabank Arena. Draw 1, Clifton, a shot that's blocked. Sandin gave it away. Pastrnak centers. Forbert right on. And another stop by Samsonov. That's cleared and turned over to Hall. Keeps it in from the point for Forbert. Tavares trying to get a handle on it. Clifton from the left. Robertson blocking that lane. Pastrnak shot blocked by William Nylander. Knocked in by Robertson. Far and around it goes for Tavares. Shoots! Kicked away by Omar. Tavares a beauty last game against Boston from that side. Nylander to Robertson. Robertson for Tavares. And the pass cut. Good defensive play by Boston to get in the way. In come the Bruins. Sandin. He'll play that to the corner boards. Getting it by Taylor Hall. His pass to Pastrnak in tight. And didn't get much there. Rebound centered in front. Samsonov down. Keeping that out. And it stays a scoreless game this far. Face-off will come here to the right side of the net. Under 5 to go first period. The Bruins in the Leafs. Scoreless from Scotiabank Arena. Pass to Frederick. Looks for a shot. Grzelcyk finds it. Lindholm from the wing. Zacha to the goal. Knocked away by Samsonov. Kicking it out with that right leg. Knocked in by Malgin. And fired around for Bunting. With a fake and a pass. And a turnover again by the Toronto Maple Leafs. A lot of turnovers here in this first period. They haven't played to their top form so far. Here's a shot. Malgin gets in the way of that. Yarncroke for Sandin. He'll break in ahead and over the line. Has help with him in Bunting. The drop pass bad into the Toronto corner. Brody picks it up. Last minute of play here in this first period. And it's played around to the far side. And icing called against Toronto. Face off here to the right side of the net. 11 seconds to go here in the first. The draw, one back by Boston. Grzelcyk fires, stops Samsonov. Bouncing in the air, the Leafs clear. It hits off his skate. Now out to Malgin. He'll fire it down, and that'll do it for this first period. Scoreless tonight from Scotiabank Arena through 1. Shot to go in that opening period. Boston 9, Toronto 3. Hits 2-1 Leafs. Face-offs 4-1 Boston. No power plays. Scoreless through 1. Welcome into the second period here tonight from Scotiabank Arena. Game 3 between the Leafs and the Bruins. 1 period through game 3. A scoreless game. Won by Matthews. Pass ahead for Kerfoot. Kerfoot moves in, winding up, shooting, and a glove save. Allmark. First test of the second period comes early here. Well, you always want to be ready for what's to come. So here we go. To the left side, one back by Boston. DeBrusque for Lindholm. Bruins look to get it out and up ice. The pass for Jake DeBrusque. Over to Brad Marchand from the right wing. Looks, shoots. Samsonov the save. And the Leafs clear it, and it goes all the way back down to Boston ice. Allmark sticks it aside. Matthews after it. Grzelcyk to it first. Up on the wing for Jake DeBrusque. He turns back in his own zone for Grzelcyk. Marchand, right wing and ahead. Red line and now over the blue. And he centers to the front. Bergeron scores! The Leafs lost him in the mix. He snaps it by Ilya Samsonov. And Boston opens the scoring here in Game 3. 4 minutes into period 2. So all you got to do, right place, right time. He's open for that shot. So here we go. And it is brought in again by the Bruins. And a chance there that was blocked on its way to the net. Leafs hemmed in their zone momentarily. Now Marner gets that ahead for Matthews. Austin Matthews. Bruins all over him. Kerfoot spins back and he'll drop for Brody. In with a shot and it's off the mark. Marner to Brody again. Brody to Marner. Corner for Kerfoot. Looking in front. That pass was cut. Matthews has to go back after Lindholm for it. Marchand to Grzelcyk. And out come the Bruins to center ice. Down the left side with speed to the net. Brody in the way. Kerfoot ahead. That misses its passing reach. Tavares to Kerfoot. Leafs knock it in far corner. Here's Nylander moving in with a move, and he is stopped by Allmark. It goes off the side of the net. Stolen again. Nylander in front. Trying to get the hands to work there, and he lost the puck before he could. 9 to go here in the second. In comes David Pastrnak, and a save by Samsonov. Right ahead for Brody. Up for John Tavares. The Leafs try to get it back again. That was Nylander. Over Boston for the puck. Pastrnak loses it. Riley for Robertson. Into the Boston zone. 7 to go here, second period. 1-0 Boston leading. Yeah, the Bruins have looked very comfortable in this hockey game tonight. Toronto really hasn't been there. Not yet. No good chances in this game for the Maple Leafs. This far, 5.5 to go in the second. Boston knows that they need to win this game to get back into the series, and they're doing everything in their power to do so. Malgin ahead for Justin Hall. And he'll just flip it in the Boston zone. Around it goes for Bunting. Bunting for Sandin. Drop pass for Hall. And he may have been hooked. There was no call. Or was it a slash? Bunting lost the puck in behind the Bruin net. It's played to Forbert. And he'll look to get it out for Hall. Taken down by Sandin. Leafs keep it in. 2 to go in the period. Yarncroke, he's taken down. Pastrnak gets away with one there. And David Krejci plays that for Pavel Zacha. 1-on-1 to Zach Aston-Reese. And a great save. Samsonov, the drag move to the net. In behind, the Bruins set up again to the point for Clifton. Clifton moves in, shoots, off a weak leg. Sandin is there, and he'll play it down to Boston ice. And here's Engvall, 2 seconds to go. Drop pass, Kev, and he fired it off the mark at the buzzer. The Bruins lead it 1-0 after 2. The goal scored by Patrice Bergeron. That's a goal after 2. The Boston Bruins 12, the Toronto Maple Leafs 6. Shots that period were 3 aside. Boston the only goal. Hits are 7-2 Toronto. Face-off 6-2 Bruins. No power plays. 1-0 Boston through 40 here in Game 3. Welcome into the third period here tonight from Scotiabank Arena. This is Game 3 between the Leafs and the Bruins in round 3. It determines who heads to the finals. And Boston leads it to start the third, 1-0. Take the DeBrusque. Here's Bergeron inside from the right. He'll spin back for Lindholm. Pass for Grzelcyk. Fires. Stops Samsonov. Kerfoot. Matthews ahead for Brody. Here come the Leafs looking to start something. Kerfoot moves in, shoots, and a blocker save. Allmark making that look easy. Back to the point for Brody. Here's Morgan Riley, moves in, shoots, scores! What a blast by Morgan Riley. He screams in down the slot and rips it by Linus Allmark to tie the game at 1. 2:54 into the third period. Look at the movement, look at the hands. Top right corner of the net. So the Leafs tie it here in the third. Morgan Riley with his second of the playoffs. And it was a beauty to get Toronto even here in the third. Turnover, Matthews to Marner on a break. Stop Allmark. Here's Matthews now. He has it back. Toronto pressing. Kerfoot for Brody. In shoots, and he fired it high. Marner lost possession. It comes out. Brad Marchand, right side. He's taken down. Marner for Kerfoot. Red line into the Boston zone. That ricochets to Allmark, and he's going to have to hold on for Boston. 14:24 to go, third period. So the draw here, one back in the Bruins control in their own zone. Bergeron up the boards for Grizzly. Here comes Boston with it. Inside to the net, save Samsonov. Right pad kicking that out. Here's William Nylander. Nylander breaks in, waits, shoots. Allmark the save. Coming out high in the slot to make that save. Nylander keeps it in. Sandin. Here's Robertson in front. And the Leafs can't get it to go. What a pass. Here's another, and that bounces to the net where Allmark again will have to cover for the Bruins. Chance after chance both ways here in the third period, but Toronto's picked up the pace. They tied it on Morgan Riley's goal and almost took the lead. Draw one, Robertson. Here's Hall. Robertson. Too much passing in front of the Boston net. Nylander battles for it. Lindholm loses it. Nylander in front. That pass out of the reach. Hall shoots. Save Allmark. Easy there from a bad angle. Hall's taken down. The puck gets out and back into the Toronto zone. Here he comes to the net. Samsonov the save. And he will hold on for the Maple Leafs with 8:34 to go. Draw coming right side of the net. One back. Here's Hall. Up ahead for Dennis Mulligan. Red line and into the Boston zone. It goes around. That's Bunting. He'll put it on net. Easy save. Kicking it back to Mulligan. His pass on the backhand never found Twine. Here it's brought in again. Now Sandin with a move. Dangles back for Bunting in front, and he fired it off the mark and wide. Sandin. Pastrnak through the middle of the ice. In comes Boston. 5.5 to go. Pastrnak shoots. Saves Samsonov. Mulligan. Yarncroke. Leafs looking to get it up ice the other way. Bunting into the Boston zone. Round it goes for Mulligan. Mulligan in front. Yarncroke, and he can't get it to go. Linus Allmark gets the paddle down and keeps it out. 3:51 to go, third period. 1-1 from Scotiabank Arena. Game 3 of round 3. Here's the draw. One back control by the Bruins. Here's Frederick ahead for Pavel Zacha. He has Grizzlick with him. Brody back to the point for Marner. Marner for Brody. A shot, and it's off a leg. It stays in. Matthews, and it gets off the boards and back down the Leaf ice. They'll have to reset here. Picked up by Riley. Up ahead for Matthews. Matthews on that left wing. He'll play that into the Boston zone, chipping it around the far side for Kerfoot. Kerfoot back for Marner. Leaf setting up. Here's Riley again, and he can't get that to the net. He comes out, and the Leafs give up on the play there. Grizzlick turns it over. Mitch Marner with a shot and a save. Allmark. And we're inside the final minute of this third period. Riley shoots, and that one through some traffic, but Allmark finds it and keeps it out. 1-1 here in the final minute of Game 3. Leafs tied it early in the third. Morgan Riley with a beauty. Here's the draw. One by Tavares. Brody, the Leafs set up. Riley, shot, save. Tavares right on. They score! Willie Nylander! Here in the final minute on a loose puck in front. A save by Omar, a second save, and he puts in the third opportunity to give Toronto a 2-1 lead here in the final minute of Game 3. Riley will get the assist. It'll be William Nylander's goal, and Toronto with a 2-1 lead here in the final minute. Draw one, played ahead, Tavares. He'll fire this in, chipped around the far side. Lindholm being chased after here. Coyle, left wing side. He'll bring it ahead. They look to pull the goaltender, but can't as the Leafs play it right back into the Boston zone. Down to 22nd. Nylander in front. Back to the point that misses Brody. And he'll have to go back to get it for the Maple Leafs. Has it here, circles the net. Plays that ahead for Nylander. And right side ahead, he'll just play this deep into the Boston zone. The Leafs will kill the clock here. In the third period with 3 seconds to go, they're going to wind down the time and take a 2-1 victory over Boston. What a goal by the Leafs in the final minute. Then battle away and find a way to score 2 in the third to overcome Boston 2-1. Game 4 coming up next. One away from heading to the Stanley Cup Finals.